Respected comrades in the dais, dear comrades and friends. I think now we are discussing the challenges before the left of Indian left parties. First of all, on behalf of our party, the All India Forward Bloc, the party founded by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, I extend our revolutionary greetings to the concluding ceremony of the centenary of Communist Party of India, and I am extending my sincere gratitude to the leaders of Communist Party of India for inviting us to express our views on this very important subject. As all the senior leaders have expressed their views on this particular subject, almost all the issues they have covered up. The imperialist machinations, I was just writing, the imperialist machinations, the class division and the newly emerging class character, and the influence of caste in our society, the how to save our constitution, and what are the challenges before our constitution, before our federalism, and the threat on our democracy. All these issues have been discussed. So if I go extempo, it will also consume more time. So as it is a seminar, I thought that my views also should go and record. So I just prepare one speech or my opinion in written format. So kindly allow me to read that text so that the time can be restricted. Within that stipulated time I can finish. Today, as we gather to commemorate the historic centenary of Communist Party of India, we are not merely celebrating the passage of 100 years. We are honoring a legacy of sacrifice, struggle, and unwavering commitment to the cause of the working people of this country, from the factories and fields to the streets and the student hostels. The communist movement in India has been the moral compass of our nation, the voice of the voiceless, the shield of the oppressed, and the conscience of Indian democracy. The centenary comes at a decisive moment in our history. I know that it is 1:45, everybody is hungry, and most of the people are nowadays diabetics, so they need food in time, that I know. So he is requesting everybody to sit for a moment, that the Deputy Speaker will also address, then we will disperse for lunch. Am I right? Yes. This centenary comes at a decisive moment, yes, in our history. We live in a political landscape increasingly dominated by corporate interest, neoliberal dogma, and an unprecedented concentration of economic and political power in the hands of a few. Wealth is being centralized, labor is being commercialized, agriculture is being corporatized, and the very idea of social justice is being mocked. In such a time, it is the left, and only the left, that continues to stand firmly with workers, peasants, agricultural laborers, youth, women, minorities, and the marginalized. And yet, comrades, we must speak with honesty and courage. The Indian left today faces a profound crisis. We cannot close our eyes blindly. There is a crisis. Once a decisive force in national politics, the left has suffered severe electoral decline and political marginalization. We have lost our traditional strongholds, West Bengal, Tripura, and other regions where the left once represented the aspirations of the people. Our presence in the parliament has fallen to historical low, weakening our collective ability to influence national policy and challenge corporate-driven governance. Despite our growing strength on the streets, in factories, on farms, and in mass movements across the country, we have struggled to translate this popular support into sustainable electoral success. When we call a meeting, people used to come in the street, but we failed to translate this popular support into electoral success. This gap between mass influence and electoral outcomes is one of the most serious challenges facing the left parties in India today. If we fail to confront this reality with clarity and resolve, we risk allowing reactionary forces to tighten their grip further on our democracy. Let us be clear. Our ideology is not outdated. Socialism is not irrelevant. What requires renewal is our principles. There is no need of renewing the principles, but our methods. We have to renew the methods. For decades, our old forms of organization and communication served us well. They helped us to build strong mass movements, trade unions, Kisan Sabhas, and student organizations. But India has changed. Society has changed. The political battlefield has expanded into digital spaces, social media platforms, and new forms of cultural influence. If the left does not adapt to this evolving terrain, others will occupy it, and they have already have. The right wing has mastered modern political communication, not to spread truth, but to manufacture consent through propaganda, misinformation, and communal poison. They have weaponized technology to divide the people, distort history, and glorify corporate plunder as nationalism. We cannot fight a 21st century challenge with the 20th century tools alone. We cannot fight a 21st century challenge with the 20th century old tools alone. Therefore, the left must modernize its outreach without compromising its soul. We must speak the language of today's youth while remaining rooted in the politics of class struggle. We must use social media not as a substitute for mass work, but as its extension to amplify workers' struggles, expose corporate loot, counter communal narratives, and present a clear socialist alternative. We must invest in political education that equips our cadres to engage confidently both on the ground and in the digital sphere. The challenge before us is not merely electoral, it is civilizational also. We are not dealing with just another right-wing government, not with the ordinary right-wing government. We are confronting a regime that represents the fusion of the most dangerous tendencies of our time: communal hatred and corporate greed. This is a project that seeks to divide the working people on the basis of religion and caste, while uniting the richest corporation and crony capitalists in an unprecedented plunder of national wealth. Communalism is being used as a weapon to distract the masses from unemployment, price rise, agrarian distress, and the destruction of labor rights. Corporate power dictates policy, writes laws, and captures institutions. Democracy is hollowed out, federalism is undermined, dissent is criminalized, and constitutional values are treated as obstacles. In such a situation, the responsibility of the left becomes historic. We must strengthen left unity, not as a slogan, but as a living political practice. The fragmentation of progressive forces only benefits reactionary politics. At the same time, we must work with all secular and democratic forces to build the broadest possible resistance against communalism and authoritarianism without diluting our independent left identity. We must reconnect electoral politics with the mass struggles. Elections cannot be seen as an isolated event. They must be political culmination of continuous movements on issues of livelihood, land, labor, education, health and social justice. Our candidates must emerge from struggles, not from convenience. Our campaigns must reflect the everyday realities of the people, not abstract rhetoric. Comrades, I am not a specialized doctor. All the speakers and your party congresses, our party congresses, we used to diagnose the problem. We used to diagnose the disease. Diagnoses are okay. We should think about whether the treatment is proper or not. We always diagnose, these are the problems, these are the issues. But whether the treatment which we are giving to the patient, whether it is always proper or adequate or not, these are the occasions we have to think about it. Whenever there is a struggle, there is a Bharat Bandh or All India General Strike or any sort of joint program, we were all together. We will work together, we will try our level best to make it success, everything we will do. But when the election comes, whether it is assembly election or local body election or parliament election comes, everybody will go their own way. Everybody will go their own way and talk to the regional parties and take their own share. But there is no unity. If the left parties comes together as a bloc, they can negotiate with the so-called democratic parties. We can negotiate with the secular political forces. Then that will give a message that the left of our country, the working class, they are united as a bloc. We can also bargain, we can also pressurize them. But I am of the opinion that the centenary of Communist Party of India is not a moment for nostalgia alone. It is a call to action. The sacrifices of generations of communists, from colonial prisons to workers' strikes, from peasants' uprising to democratic struggles, demand that we rise to the challenges of our time with the same courage and clarity. History has placed before us a stark choice, the only choice, either the further consolidation of communal corporate rule or the resurgence of a powerful left-led democratic alternative rooted in class unity and social justice. Let us choose struggle. Let us choose renewal. Let us choose unity. And let us reaffirm with the confidence and determination that the future of India belongs not to hatred and greed, but to solidarity, equality and socialism. Long live left unity. Long live the working people of India. Red salute to the centenary of Communist Party of India. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.